I have a video for you guys today, obviously. I have a background. I also have a tripod. I know some of you guys were asking me for that. So those are new things, but this video I'm going to go ahead and dive into it because it's going to be very in-depth. Usually when I'm doing makeup videos I take my glasses off so you can see what I've done, but I need to be able to see what I'm doing. So this is a dual review slash comparison. Hi husband. That's not how those go on, and I can't today, not with my head. You can give me the red ones.
Oh, okay, cool. You gotta have your cat ears. I mean, you gotta get the full effect.
Well, if you're gonna come in the side of the video, you gotta poke your head in and say hello.
Hi.
As I was saying, I have a dual review and comparison today. These are both the Wet n Wild MegaGlo highlighting palette. They're the ones that they have out for holiday 2018. This one is a Walgreens exclusive. This one, I don't know if you can get it other places or not, but I got it on their website. So I'm going to be reviewing both of these, comparing the two of these to each other, to other things from Wet n Wild's highlighter line. As you guys know, I am a Wet n Wild highlighter freak, and I have all of them they come out with. I've still got a few to test, but I have all of them, which makes for a great cosmeticary for reference for these types of videos. So let's dig into this. I have two of the shades on my cheeks today. I'll get there. Okay, so these each have 4 shades. They have 3 of the same shades. They both have White Lily, Golden Flower Crown, and Blossom Glow. And then this one, I'm going to call them the online and Walgreens ones just for clarity. The online one has Gilded Hibiscus, which is on this cheekbone, if you can see that. And the Walgreens one has Paradise Bloom, which is on this cheekbone, if you can see that. White Lily and Blossom Glow are also available in single, no, not White Lily. Golden Blossom Glow and Golden Flower Crown, there we go, are both also available in single pans. Okay, so the online one looks like this on the inside. It's got the same imprint design as the Dragon Collection. The Walgreens one looks like this on the inside, has the same imprint design as most of their regular pan highlighters. So here they are next to each other. So this one and this one are the two that are different. The rest of them are in the same places and they're the same shades in each palette. Also, for comparison, this one and this single pan are Golden Flower Crown, so those 3. And then this one, and this one are Blossom Glow. So you can see that there. Okay. Also, while I have these open like this was the one they did last year. As you can see, it looks slightly different. I got mine online, and here are the shades, all quite different. Also, these two have stickers on the outside that are price stickers. Walgreens one kind of makes sense because you get it in the store. It says $15. The Wet n Wild one that came online also had a sticker on it for some reason, but it says $14.99. I just found that interesting personally. So, the first thing I have to say is, we already talked about the shade differences. Okay, first thing I have to say is, the shades that are the same, they come across very natural, still really pretty, still great quality, all of that, but they come across very natural in this one. This palette, they come across very very pigmented, very glowy, very see you from the moon. And the ones that I could compare with the single pans, they come across more like the single pans than the Walgreens palette ones do. So that's a thing, and I found that really interesting because I thought they should be the same, but they're not. Their pigmentation is slightly different between the two palettes, which is really weird to me. So first off, if you're a collector, I would say go ahead and get both. There's a Gilded Hibiscus and Paradise Bloom. It's worth it to get both, for me at least. Second off, if you're not a collector, if you like more natural highlighters, get the Walgreens one. If you like more See You from the Moon one, get the online one. If you don't really care, you can get this in store pretty easily. I haven't seen this anywhere in store, but I also don't get out much, and I prefer to shop online, so there is that. Okay, so there's that. There's also the difference in imprints, that sort of thing. I mean, these are both not tested on animals. Something else I find interesting is, if you look at the back of this one, it's all in English. And if you look at the back of this one, it's got, I don't know what language, it has a second language on the back too. So I don't know if that means anything to anybody. I'm just trying to be as thorough as possible. So I'm going to dig into some swatches because I have the single pans that are the same shades, I have the previous palette, and I have this whole stack of ones that you guys might think are similar shades. So we're going to try that out and see how that goes.
I'm just going to close this door so I don't make any noise.
Actually, I was going to borrow your good eye for color.
Oh.
Obviously we have golds and whites, but I have some that I want to compare to this one, and some to this, and some to each of these, and also this one. So can you figure out which ones I compare to each? I'm going to do the white first. So for the...
Wait, what am I doing?
Go through this stack and find things to compare to this one.
Oh no.
Okay, so we have White Lily here in the online palette. I really hope these show up, these swatches show up online, or on a video.
I'm so glad these aren't like the Kathleen Heights highlighters. Kathleen Lights.
No, Becca.
That was the really fragile one?
Yeah, that's Jaclyn Hill.
Oh. See, you interrupting me from sleeping does this to me.
Okay. So hopefully you guys can see that. Maybe I need to turn off the light. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that helps. Okay, so that's from the online palette. So let me get a swatchy.
I'm trying to watch Yu Yu Hakusho and you won't even let me.
And here's from the Walgreens palette. These white ones are really hard to see, especially on my skin.
Am I trying to find dupes?
You're trying to find potential dupes, yes. Just figure out which ones I need to compare to them.
Yeah, highlighter with gold. I was going through those.
Well, these ones I know go with the white one. That was easy.
Okay, there's a potential dupe for that one.
Okay. Okay, so I have
It's hard to tell.
these two, which if you guys have seen my previous first impression videos, these are basically the same thing. They're White Raven came out first, and then Caught in Your Web is a re-promote.
This is unique.
Same,
this I think might be a dupe.
imprint and everything.
But it's got a little more holographic. It's got more of a holographic glitter to it. See that?
Mm-hmm.
It's the same color.
So how would you compare this one, since they can't see the swatches very well, this top online one to this bottom one that's the Walgreens?
The Walgreens one is a lot more sheer. It's more subtle. It looks more natural. The one on top is more for those kind of gals that like to be seen from space and sometimes be assumed they are from space.
So I'm going to go ahead and swatch both of these, even though they're the same thing. This one is Caught in Your Web.
Far be it for me to judge. Then I guess dudes can wear it too, obviously. It's just not as funny when I say it that way.
This is, I think, very similar to this White Lily shade. What do you think?
It's very similar to the first one, I think. It's somewhere in between, actually.
Yeah, these top two are the same shade, they're just the different colors. Remember, one has less pigmentation.
Yeah, this one's pigmentation is somewhere in between, but it's also the same type of pigmentation. It doesn't have the same level of saturation, but it's the same pigment. Okay,
so this one is White Raven, which is basically the same thing.
You still need me, don't you?
Oh yeah, I'm going to need you until I get done with the swatches.
Hold on.
So hopefully you guys can see these. There we go. When we get to the darker shades, they'll be easier to see. I'm just so pale. Okay. Then we've also got Winter Falls in LA. This is from the Dragon collection. And while the previous four all have a very pink or purple tone shift, if it's purple, it's a very pinky purple. This has more of a blue-green kind of shift. I know they all look the same on the palette. Or on my arm, but that one definitely has more of a blue-green shift, so it's different. If you're not wanting to get the palettes and you're wanting something similar to White Lily, I would recommend White Raven or Cotton Your Web thus far. And then we have Glow Watcher, also from the Dragon collection.
Play around in here. There's no...
This one is more of a kind of silver.
Come on.
You can see that there. Yeah, there's nothing comparing there. So that is the comparisons there. I know those are really hard to see. I'm sorry, you guys. So then we have
I'm back.
The back. We have Blossom Glow in the online palette. And I'm going to put this one right here. So, I think that's getting washed out.
Here, turn it back on.
Right there, if you can see it, that's definitely washed out. Sorry for the lighting issues, is Blossom Glow in the online palette.
First day with the tripod, figuring it out. Plus, not using the usual camera. My phone won't charge over 20% overnight anymore.
Then we've got Blossom Glow on the Walgreens palette right here. They are swatching the same, I would say.
Yeah.
And then we have the original single pan Blossom Glow. Which is also swatching the same. It is right here. If you can even see that. I'm sorry, the paleness is real. Okay, then comparisons to that one. What did you did you have anything to compare to this? Was it this one?
Yeah, it just looked like it had more holographic shimmer to it or whatever.
This one is Botanic Dream. Alex says this one has more holographic of a look.
But it has a very similar pigment, and not in the sense of saturation, but as in the color.
Yeah, this one looks, it's still very pink, but it's just vaguely peachier, if you can see that. It's just vaguely peachier than Blossom Glow. So I don't really see anything to truly compare with that shade. We've also got Sweet Peony from the previous palette, which I do find a bit similar, but it's just a shade lighter and a touch less pink than Blossom Glow. For fun, I will go ahead and do Blushing Azalea. If you really don't want to do this, you don't have to.
No, I don't.
And it's...
I'm just watching the baby too.
It's similar-ish, but it's also kind of peachy, but a different kind of peachy.
That's Layla.
Than Blossom Glow. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. Then we have Golden Flower Crown.
She's crawling into the kennel with the dog again.
In the online palette. Let's see. Come on.
And she has closed the door.
There it is in the online palette. And it looks basically the same in the Walgreens palette. It may be just a touch lighter, but if it is, it's probably just my eyeballs. And then the original single pan Golden Flower Crown. Also looks the same as it should. They're all the same shade. And then, what did we compare to this one? This?
Let me see the one here. Yes.
And what about these two? Are these compared to anything?
I remember seeing these. Let me take a look.
Okay, then I have the original highlighting gold bar in Holly Goldhead.
Yeah, this to this.
And this actually looks really similar too, so...
But this one's unique.
Okay. If you have the highlighting gold bar, you could easily get away with that instead of Golden Flower Crown.
Keep in mind, I'm just doing this with my tired eyes.
Yeah, Alex's eyes are tired. And there's nothing comparison there. I think this one compared to this one here.
Actually, no, this one isn't like any of these.
Okay. I think this one compared to this one, actually.
Okay. I can see that. There you go.
Okay, so I'm going to skip that one. And the last shade in the Walgreens palette is Paradise Bloom over here.
Did you see that?
So there is Paradise Bloom. And I have nothing to compare to that one. And then for the online palette, we have Gilded Hibiscus right here. So I'm going to put that over here. This is definitely a bronzy coppery shade. That's really pretty. And then to compare to the Gilded Hibiscus, I have Awesome Blossom, which is one of their newly released single pan shades. And there's Awesome Blossom. It's similar, but it's not quite the same. You could probably get away with that instead of Gilded Hibiscus, but it's not quite the same. So, hopefully that was helpful to you guys. I know this is quite a long video, but for me at least, if I was wanting to know which one to get, I would think it was worth it. If you guys have any questions, other shades you want me to compare to certain shades in these palettes, questions about the palettes, things to compare between the two of them, anything, just let me know. I would be happy to do it.
Love you.
I love you too. Otherwise, have you guys tried them? Have you tried both of them, one of them? What do you think? Comments. I love discussing these things with you guys. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work to do videos like this, but it's also a lot of fun for me. And otherwise, yeah, don't forget to subscribe. I've always got those first impression videos that come up going. I do those a lot, and I've still got a bunch of new Wet n Wild highlighters to do first impressions of. So that's all for this one. I know it's kind of a long one, but I hope you guys stuck around and enjoyed the content. Let me know what you thought too, ways I can do videos like this in the future. I think I already said, but don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!